MS or Parkinson's or any other degenerative condition. But there's this boy at school.
Is it weird that I don't remember shooting that scene?
We had at a party, and now we won't call
No, it's not.
I think I did like over 130 episodes of the show.
Whoa.
And because everything takes place in all the same rooms, things would start to blend together in really weird ways.
Yeah, I get that.
And I would, to this day, I'll run into people who are like, I was the patient who had such and such. And I would have spent the whole episode with that patient. I'd be like, I don't even remember.
Glad to see you're alive.
I know, and I did so much research. I looked up every disease I talked about. I always was really devoted to really knowing what I was talking about. But there was just something about, I guess, the hours and how exhausted we were and how similar the environments were over and over again. It's hard to keep it all separate in my mind.
And you were on that show for 6 seasons, right?
Yeah.
And medical jargon, you really have to master it and deliver it in a convincing way. How do you go about doing that?
It definitely requires more effort than memorizing normal stuff.
Right.
You know, obviously memorizing is a muscle, but when you have all those medical words and you have the pressure of the time crunch, and you know, we do these scenes where Hugh would have these huge monologues, and of course that needed to be the priority. It's like, he's got to get through these huge giant monologues, and sometimes you'd have one line, but the pressure of that one line at the end of the monologue, you don't want to screw up the whole scene, and you'd be like sitting there being like, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay, I'm listening, and I gotta say this medical thing, you know?
Up next, shall we? I'm gonna beam us up out of here.
Oh, I know what's coming.
Oh, you do?
There we go.
Okay, so now you're officially one of the most famous mothers in cinema history.
So crazy, right? This was pretty nuts to get this role.
So
I was so excited to be a part of this franchise and work with JJ, and yeah, it was really very cool.
So you're, in a way, William Shatner's mom.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
Really?
Yeah. So I'll go to the fan conventions, especially because of Once Upon a Time and Star Trek and stuff, and he'll be there because of Star Trek. And so, and
He being William Shatner.
He being William Shatner, yes. And he really likes Once Upon a Time. And so we've had conversations about, he's very active on Twitter, like with other shows and things like that. So we've had some exchanges about him being my son and me being proud of him and him thinking I was a good mom, and it's really nice. He's a very thoughtful child. I also am Chris Pine's mom, which I'm totally fine with that as well. I'm good with both situations. I've got some good kids.
You got some good kids, yes. You're a good mom.
Thanks.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.